What's up, everybody? So today we're working on the Supra again. Last time we left off with the Supra, we drove it around and hit 4 pounds of boost. So today we're gonna finish blowing up the motor. Yeah, we're gonna finish installing the wideband, and got this guy here for the boost pressures. The good old Bosch special from Advance. Works great. Can do that. Wideband, boost gauge. Do a little tuning, maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
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 And then I'm gonna crank it up to 11. Does it go to 11?
It always goes to 11.
So yeah. Once Randall's done messing around with his ground strap and cutting his finger off, we're gonna get started on that.
The video is going to be like 2 minutes long, or we're just going to have to put a card up that says that Randall cut his finger off, so we spent the rest of the time at the ER.
So like I said before, Randall went with the Bosch boost gauge. I know some of you are probably saying, why didn't you go with like an auto meter or something better than a Bosch, basically a Sun Pro gauge? But those gauges work really, really good. I've got one in my car. Never had a problem with it. I mean, it's not like it's got to do rocket science or anything like that. It just measures pressure and vacuum. There, we're gonna try and make this as fast as possible because we gotta work outside.
For us.
Because we have to have the doors open to maneuver about in the cabin area. And it's cold out. Granted, it's only like 50 degrees, but when you're standing out in it,
50 degrees, and there's places with like 2 foot of snow.
I know, but
We're like, it's too cold.
it's cold. My northern blood has left me. I get cold now in the winter. Used to go out in like shorts and t-shirt and be fine, but maybe it's just old age. So, last video, we lost the power adapter for the wideband controller. So instead of ordering one for, how much was it? Like $14?
Yeah, PLX sells an accessory kit for it.
It was like $14. Instead of ordering it, we just made one. Because that's what we do. We're custom fabricators here at S&R Garage.
What have we fabricated?
But
Okay.
now we gotta figure out how to wire this thing up, right? Is that where you're looking up on the Google webs?
Yeah, it's got this connector that plugs into it. And then I gotta pull the computer out of it.
We already have the harness in there, right?
Huh?
We already have the
O2 sensors in there. The O2 just plugs into that.
right. And then what do you gotta do?
This has got to go to power. So I'm going to come off of my cigarette lighter that I hope
What
works.
are those?
Hmm?
What's a cigarette lighter?
For the smokes.
All right, so we got all the connectors ready to go to plug into the controller. We're just jumping power off the cigarette lighter.
And don't use these connectors.
Yeah.
If you're going to do this and not crunch for time. What's the name of that company? Yoda connectors. YOTA connectors.com. They sell a nice little harness that goes in between your cigarette lighter in the car, and it's got a pigtail off of it, just 4 gauges. I think it's like $15. Worth it. I hate these things, but
We're always crunched for time. We never have time to do things properly.
Ever.
But yeah, so this is pretty much done. So then we have to go into the frozen tundra and hook it up out there. Disclaimer, there should be a ground all the way back to the battery.
For the wideband, it should have a good clean ground.
Is it dirty?
Yes, it's dirty.
I'm gonna clean it.
With what?
Wire cleaner.
Yeah, let me pull some out of my tuchus.
Where's it at? There it is.
How much do you need?
Not bad. Alright, so we got the nylon tube ran to where the gauge is going to go. We got the ECU pulled out so we can splice into the narrowband gauge, so Randall can just use one O2 sensor like I'm doing on the Conquest. The PLX has an output to simulate the narrowband sensor. Then once we got all that done, we can hook everything back up and see what kind of AFRs we're making. Alright, so we got everything hooked up. Turned the key to see if the gauge would come on, and it doesn't. So breaking out the old metering device, and we're gonna see if we have power to it.
It's got 12 volts.
It's hot. It's hot. So that means something with the wiring in that, I'm guessing.
Remember when I told you don't use those clips?
You're regretting your decision to use them?
Well, this is kind of a quick thing because I plan on redoing all this crap.
So we have found that the alligator clip, or whatever they're called, what are they called? Vampire clips.
That's what I call them.
Because they sink their teeth into your neck and drink your blood. Oh, it didn't cut through the jacket on the wire.
And pants.
And pants. But yeah, so hopefully by doing what we are doing, we are going to eliminate the Nosferatu clips.
We put some garlic on it.
And I'm just going to disregard what just happened there, because that was kind of weird. So yeah, hopefully once we get this done, it'll power up.
You ready for the
The climax.
Anticlimactic. Told you.
Nothing.
Where's that female plug? I really need to get some alligator clips. Still no voltage.
Alright, so it still didn't come on, so we are going to do a little experiment and connect the ground wire of the gauge directly to the battery. If this works, then we'll just use
Make it permanent.
Yeah, make it permanent. This is just a test.
Nothing?
Nope. I think we found our culprit. So Reynolds gonna get another fuse, pop that in, and see if this thing will power up. Of course, this little thing has been fighting us all morning, but that's, you know, that's usually how it goes. So hopefully once we get this up, we can, given, you know, what time it is, we can do a little tuning and see if we can crank up the boost. I told Randall to go to 20, but we'll see what he does. It's on!
No way.
Yep.
Okay.
So now we don't know if that ground source from the back of the cigarette lighter is actually bad,
It's not.
or if it was just a fuse.
Okay.
I guess it's going through a cycle. Lead.
It's lean.
It's lean.
It's lean. Lynn. Okay.
Look at there. So we connected the ground directly to the ground source at the battery. Looks like it's working flawlessly. Gauge is hitting a piece of plastic behind the bezel, so we'll have to figure that out later, but it's working.
Uh-huh.
Alright, well, it was kind of uneventful video, but we got the wideband working and the boost gauge hooked up.
Just can't push them all the way back in there.
Yeah, but so hopefully I don't know, next time we'll be able to tune in a little bit and see what happens.
Blow something else up.
Yeah, but anyway, that's gonna do it for today. Make sure you watch our fog light install video to enter in for a chance to win a set of those. Go to sandrmotoring.com and Patreon to be a patron. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Bye.